Greetings! You're listening to the Aura Fitness Podcast, brought to you by aurafitness.net, where I help time-poor parents, burnt-out nerds, and stressed-out millennials go from picked last in gym class to critical fit in 30-minute workouts. I'm your host, Rob Finlayson, certified older brother, fitness coach, and burpee boy.
Ew.
And I'm here with my co-host,
Rachel Hammerwood, little sister, and asking you to get your finger out of my face.
It's a classic brother-sister vibes here, guys.
I'm not actually touching you.
I'm not touching you. You can't tell Mom. I'm not touching you.
You don't have to like each other. You just have to respect each other.
Just have to respect each other. I guess. If you can't find something to watch you both agree on, we're just going to turn the TV off.
And then you're eventually going to have a podcast and talk shit.
Turn the TV off. Talk shit, yeah. Every sibling should just have a podcast together to just like hash out their shit in real time.
Have you seen no, you're not on TikTok, but it might be on Instagram. No. Yes. Like when families give updates to their dead family member?
No.
It's very funny. And like siblings will I've seen a couple of them, like there's been ones that they update their mom or update their brother, and it's always very funny. And they're like, you know, like season 5 of Stranger Things came out, it wasn't very good.
Like here's what's going on in general.
Yeah, and it's just like life update, and it's very funny.
It's just so mundane, so banal. Oh, goodness gracious.
We also need to talk about, we went through what we have to talk about. We also have to talk about my 30-minute workout idea.
You're right, we do. Yeah, okay. I do want to hit that on the beginning here, but Rachel, we have a special thing that we want to talk about at the beginning here.
Yes.
Because you have a special event that we are trying to promote here on the show.
Yeah, so I created it, and I'm very excited. I'm not excited about the reason why I had to create it, which is one of the besties who wishes to remain anonymous, is being is chosen to leave the country to reunite her family. They have been separated due to immigration issues for 6 months, and that she just needs to be with her family. And the U.S. Embassy is dragging their feet hardcore, and it's a tough situation. And so she needs to sell her house and everything in it. And
sucks.
And it's not garage sale season.
Nope.
And Facebook Marketplace is a hellscape.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I have created, in conjunction with my homie Shannon, who owns the North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center in, shockingly, North Minneapolis. I actually, a couple of other friends volunteered with her post George Floyd when she was helping the community, helping families that were affected with groceries and like household essentials and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's how we met her. She's incredible and does amazing work for the North Minneapolis community and beyond. And she originally did just doggies and kitties, but then in times of need also does humans. Okay. She helps humans.
How generous.
And so she was in this teeny tiny little space, and now she has grown to this humongous warehouse, which is incredible for her. Very excited. And it's the perfect space to hold an indoor garage sale. I was racking my brain for different places that we could hold it. And this place is pretty close to my friend. And so linked up with her. She was more than game to do it. Like, didn't even give a second thought. Nice. Yeah, so we are going to be selling all of her stuff, and also a large majority of my stuff that I want to get rid of. And also, let the proceeds go to my friend. And so we are taking donations. Please do not give us crappy crap. because we're looking to actually sell things.
Good crap only,
But
please.
good crap only. We are still working out details exactly how the like payment of the event is going to go down. We're contemplating doing like a bag thing. It's like $20 fill a bag, that kind of
Oh,
thing.
sure. Yeah.
Just because we have so many things, too many things to individually price.
Oh, sure.
Uh, so, which we found out after spent hours individually pricing things.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, there's 1,000 more things. I
Yeah.
will die before this happens. Yeah.
Yeah, and like people have been reaching out. They're like, because I started pricing my own stuff, and people have been
Yeah.
reaching out, and they're like, "Oh, can I donate things?" And I was like, I will combust if I have to price anything more.
It will simply combust.
And so I was asking Shannon, I was just like, "Girl, how are you going to price all your stuff?" So Shannon also owns a thrift store
Oh,
called
damn.
Wilbur's Wares,
Okay.
that people, the regular thrift store that you donate to, and she sells. But I guess she also does like a bag thing there.
Mm.
Um, which is really cool. And so she was just like, "Hell no, I'm not pricing all this shit."
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
So yeah, she has a literal pallet of men's clothes.
Damn.
So not going to be selling that or pricing that. So the info is it'll be the first weekend in March. It will be Saturday, March 7th from 4 to 8, and then Sunday, March 8th from 10 to 4 at the North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center. It is on their Facebook, and then also, my Facebook. But she also, it's a really good follow period. She holds a lot of really cool events for really cool
Mm.
things. She's doing, I think the weekend after, doing Cans for Cans, which is you bring in non perishables and you can attend a burlesque show at the warehouse. Because she
Ooh.
is a burlesque dancer, artist,
Does
lady.
she? Is there anything she doesn't do? Damn.
On it, she does roller derby.
Jesus.
Yeah. So just, yeah, just the coolest. And one thing that I specifically really love that they do is that they have people fill out like an application online if they are needing assistance, and they check off specifically what they need for food
Mm.
and
Yeah.
supplies and stuff. So you're not just giving someone a bag of shit that they don't necessarily need.
It's not very
Uh,
helpful. Yeah.
yeah, right. Like, yeah, it's free food, don't complain. Well, they're
I'm
not going
not
to
gonna.
use it.
I'm not gonna eat this
Like,
though. Yeah. Someone else could have
right.
had this. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really unique and super cool.
Yeah.
When we volunteered with her after George Floyd, it like she would have the people show up and have a paper shopping list, and they'd check off everything that they would need, and then the volunteers would go in to the space and shop for them and then meet them at the other end and give it to
I
them.
remember you talking about that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Very
super cool
cool.
system.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have any questions or would like to donate, please reach out. You can Facebook message me, Rachel
Mhm.
RACHAEL, Hammerroot, Hammer like the tool, and then UD. Or reach out to Robin. He can get you in touch with me. So,
I will. I will do that.
and I hope to see you there. Donations are cool, but shoppers are even better. So please, God,
Yeah.
come buy this shit.
Don't just give me your stuff. Come and spend your money.
Yes. And especially if you have a child, I'm going to be selling all of my very bougie kid things.
I was gonna say that was my next question. It's like, what kind of stuff can people expect there?
So a lot of kid stuff, mostly a lot
Mhm.
of very fashionable clothes. I brought in 2 bins last night to the warehouse, and Shannon literally just grabbed something off the top, and she was just like, this is incredible, and it fit her like a damn glove. It's going to be a great sale. Hope to see you there.
Good stuff. All right. Well, moving on. Rachel's fitness journey. We've had some developments, some exciting things here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we last had an episode with you like 2 weeks ago. Any
Mm-hmm.
big changes on the weight loss front since then?
Weight loss wise, no, not really.
Mhm.
I'm definitely interested. I'm very glad that I decided to do the body scan thing. What is it called?
Ours is called InBody.
Yes, in body.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to like do that again.
Mm-hmm.
In I don't know, a few months or something.
Like 2 or 3 months usually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you been working with your Swedish horse trainer?
I have not.
Hmm.
Um, because the friend that I go to the gym with, her schedule has been changing,
Ah,
and it's gonna like permanently change in like a week. So I'm kind of waiting for that to
sure.
pan out. But also it's very expensive. Um,
It does
so
cost some money.
yeah, we need to decide. But so update is that I checked out Solcana Fitness, which
Yay.
is the gym that Hannah owns, who you had on the podcast
Yep.
a while
She's
back.
great.
Yeah, and so Solcana is in Minneapolis. I drove into Minneapolis and I was just like, I don't know where I am, and then I
Yep.
went to the Pet Resource Center, which was like 12 minutes away, and I was just like, oh, I thought I was already in North Minneapolis. I guess I'm not.
Oh
Where
my
am
God.
I?
What is this place? I don't
Yes,
remember of this
I
place.
don't really know where Solcana is, but it's in Minneapolis.
I don't know where shit is in Minneapolis, dude. People are always
Yeah,
like, "Oh, like where's this?" So it's on this avenue and this street. It's like I don't
right. They're like, it's off
means
Lake Street.
nothing.
I was like,
It's in the
I don't
middle of the
know.
Pacific Ocean. That means the exact same thing to me.
For real.
I will
Turn
find
left
it
at the
the same way.
coral.
Yeah.
Um, so Solcana, which if you didn't listen to the episode, you totally should, but Solcana is a queer owned gym that serves the queer community, but also, you know, just like if you're not an asshole, you can go there. Um,
Generally, yeah.
yeah, but they also have affinity classes, I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so very specific classes for specific communities. So they have
Uh,
trans strength, black fitness or black
mhm.
strength or something like that, and
Yeah,
then
sounds right.
fat fitness. And I was very excited. That's the only thing I've never heard of a fitness class specifically for overweight people.
Sure.
Um, so I looked into it. They have a try it for $10. Any class that they have, you can try it.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Don't I guess exactly quote me on that.
I mean, that's what the website says, so I would hope so.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I signed up for Fat Fitness, obviously. It was very funny because you have to do like a application, and it's basically like a rating of how fat you are,
Oh,
which
really?
is kind of wild.
You
But
should
like
like what?
I also appreciate it. It's just like
Yeah.
if you go into a regular like a a typical store at the mall, are you concerned that they might not have your size, or can you like
Ah,
do you know for a fact they don't have your size?
right.
Have you struggled to fit into airplane seats, or can you just straight up not fly? Like literally
Sure.
ranking it or whatever. And then so when I had reached out, I think I texted him first to reach out.
Yeah.
Um, and they're like, did you look at our application? And I said, well, I looked at it. I didn't like get my score, but I can tell you I'm overqualified.
Nice. Nice.
So
What was the
I'm
class
in.
like?
So first of all, it was a little tough to find. Well, it wasn't that tough to find. It was tough to find parking because hashtag
Ah,
Minneapolis. And I was like, can I park here? I don't know. Is this where I park? And then I saw a bunch of fat girls walking in, and I thought, I think I'm in the right
this
place.
is it. You found it.
It's just such a weird indicator.
I
But
mean, that's what you're here for,
um,
man. You know, yeah.
yeah, yeah, right. I got out of the car and I hollered at some fatty and I said, "Yo, you going to Fat Fitness?"
So
And
how do you know? It's like, because I'm fat too. It's just like
that is
fucking
exactly how I felt.
yes, dude. Heavyweights.
Because
It
your
comes
dad's
through
fat
again.
too.
Because your dad's fat too. Is he going to fat? Is he your dad? No. Why? Because he's fat too. God, what a good fucking movie.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, continue telling me about
So,
Sulcana.
uh, went in, got greeted by a very nice person. Suppose I don't know their pronouns, but uh, which I definitely like. I would very much consider myself like woke, respectful of pronouns. But I don't hang around a ton of people that use they thems
Sure.
pronouns. And I was like paired up
Non-binaries.
with, yes,
Yeah.
paired up with somebody that uses those pronouns, and I was just like, yes, girl. And I was like, oh shoot. And
Sorry.
but they were awesome about it.
Yes, person.
Yeah, and so I said yes, they.
Ah. Did they appreciate that?
They laughed.
No, I mean, that's pretty funny. I get it.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
thank you.
That's a good one.
So the class started. It was a way bigger class than I was expecting.
Ha.
Okay. And there was quite a few people there.
Yeah, dude, bro, we're fucking crushing it here, man.
And there was a couple people there. So yeah, super cool class, super cool trainer.
Yeah. Who do you
Man,
remember
she
who
was
you had?
just. I don't. I'm terrible with names, but if she had a
Yeah.
dog, I could tell you her dog's name.
Wowzers.
The front desk person asked
Mhm.
me within like, I don't know, 30 seconds of us talking if I do improv. And I
Oh,
was just
really?
like, oh my god, I am so honored. And I said, no, why do I seem like I would? And they were like, yeah, you'd be great at it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so
Oh my
honored. I love
God.
this place.
That's too funny.
So we start the class with a question, which I think is very cute. The question
Mhm.
being, what is your favorite mythical creature? I was the only one to say unicorn. I was like, is it because it's overrated?
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting.
What was everyone else's
Um,
favorite mythical animal? It was a dragon?
yeah, heavy in the dragons.
Heavy in the dragons.
Heavy dragons. Somebody said a kelpie, and I was
That's a
like,
good answer.
do you mean the dog breed?
No.
Because I didn't know it's a mythical creature, but I do know it's a dog breed.
So
And
a
then this one.
kelpie is like an Irish horse spirit that lives in the water, and then it comes out of the water, and it has a mane made of like seaweed, like of kelp.
Oh, that
Um,
sounds like
and then
Elsa's horse.
it like prances around on the shore, and it like convinces people, usually children, to like pet it. Like, aren't I a cool horse? I can talk. I'm a magic horse.
It
Pet
can
me.
talk.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes.
Okay.
And it's like, aren't I a cool horse? Pet me. And then when they pet the kelpie, their hand sticks to it and they can't get out. Like it's a sticky horse. And then it
Yuck.
drags them into the river and it drowns
Oh.
those children. And then it eats them, probably.
So
that's
then some
that
other
pers-
people
That's
said.
that person's favorite mythical creature.
Okay, so stay away from them. One person said goblin, and then
Nice.
this person walked in and late, and somebody else goes, "Look, there's one walking in now." It was so funny.
Devastating. You're devastated right now.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And this person was very short, so it was extra funny.
Oof.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a really fun, welcoming group.
Yes, very much so. We did some warm ups, and then we did deadlifting. And I was
some
so
heavy stuff.
excited.
What did you think of getting deadlifting coaching for someone who wasn't your brother?
Apparently, I'm just naturally decent at it.
Yeah.
I was like way concerned about my form, but they were just like, no, you're fine. So at first they were like, pair up with someone that has like roughly the same kind of weight as you, like lifting weight. And
Yeah,
I was just like, well, I have no idea. And there was an odd number class, so we got paired up in a group of 3 with one gal that was like very seasoned.
Yeah.
And we got up to she got up to 165, I got up to 145.
Nice.
Yeah. So
solid numbers, dude.
Yeah, man. They like a lot of the people in the class were like, "Damn, girl, your first time and you're hitting 145. That's crazy." There was this one chick. Holy mackerel, she was a beast.
Yeah.
She was like doing like in the high 2s.
Wow.
Because you like say your number after or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, and so it's like it has your number by it. I don't know if they like take pictures to document it or something, but whatever. And so we were all like kind of forming a very loose line to like line up to say our numbers. And this chick, who goes by Red,
Cool.
uh, yeah, man, um, accidentally budged in front of me and said her number. And then she looked behind and she was just like, oh shit, I didn't like realize that there was a line. And I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything
Ah,
because you just deadlifted to something so you
yeah.
can budge.
You get to do it. That's gym law, actually. If you lift more than someone else, you're the boss of them now.
Like,
Yeah. Sorry. That's
please,
just how it works. Please,
um, yeah, and then yeah, the coach was just like, "Oh my God, Rachel, you're gonna fit in great." And then one of the gals that I was partnered with,
Mhm.
or one of the people that I was partnered with, kept saying like, "I really hope you come back. You're so cool."
Aw.
It was very very nice, but
You are very cool. It's good to be in places that have people who appreciate your coolness.
yes, and I was like, "The why doesn't do that."
They really
Um,
don't. Yeah.
but it just, it's especially with like an evening class and you're hitting traffic and you're going into
Mm,
Minneapolis, it was
yeah.
like a
Because you said it was
25
at like
minute
5:30 or so, right?
5:30.
Yeah, that's a rough
Yeah,
time.
it is. So, it's not in a convenient location for me. They
Yeah.
don't offer childcare. And I will say that they are a
Mm,
pricey gym.
right. I mean, you get what you
Um,
pay for. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I've only looked into a gym, like I've only looked into like Planet Fitness and the
Yeah.
Y. I've never looked into
Yeah.
like that kind of gym.
A good one. Yes.
Yeah, but they be charging good prices.
They do be charging.
Um,
It is boutique fitness. It is boutique prices. They know what they have. Hannah's very good at what she does, and the entire team is extremely skilled and experienced. I will say, I think people find that stuff to feel very expensive, like sticker shock. We talk about this all the time in the business. Sticker shock, because I think people's most common exposure to gym prices are places like
mm,
Planet Fitness, where it's like $20 a month. It's like, well, why would I do
right.
it here if I could go Planet Fitness for $20? It was like, I mean, the experience you get at a place like Solcana versus the experience you get at a place like Planet Fitness is obviously
Right.
not even in the same universe, dude. Like, it's like they're
For
doing
sure.
such different things. Yeah. And
Mhm.
the Y, I think, is kind of like on the bottom end of the middle, like the low end of the middle, as far as like both quality and price. Not that there's a poor quality experience, but like, uh, I mean, across the board, like what we charge for personal training at the Y is industry wide kind of low. It's a little bit cheap for personal
Fair.
training for what you would see most other places, especially considering that every trainer costs the same and not every trainer is worth the same. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but like they also offer a sliding scale,
that
which
is really cool. Yeah,
yes, I
that's
don't
Socana.
qualify for,
You
but
gotta make less money,
I'm
girl.
still very frugal. um, but
Yeah,
like the Zepbound isn't covered by insurance, so I'm like I can only spend
so
so
much.
much money on losing weight,
Yeah,
bro.
honestly, yeah, yeah. I'm not. I mean, the Zipbound, I think, is probably like, obviously your main component of this project. Like, that has to be the
Absolutely.
priority in a lot of like budgetary ways.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely I will say my biggest struggle with the medication
Mhm.
is taking it consistently at this like right
Oh, really?
day and everything,
Yeah.
which is like it's just such a me thing. Um
You have to take it at the same
it's
time too.
no, not at all. It's
Hmm.
literally just the same day. But if things aren't like perfect, then I'm like, today's not the day. Uh, better skip a few days and binge eat during those days.
I wonder. I
Um,
just for the record, anyone who's not able to see this video, I don't know if you heard my eye roll when she said that, because it was loud in my head and my skull. I could hear my eyes move around. It's not perfect, so I
yeah,
better
I
skip
don't,
it.
yes, which is golly jeepers.
Have you considered not doing that instead?
Nope,
Hmm. I would
I
recommend it.
haven't.
I would recommend, as your
thanks.
former coach, I would recommend that, taking that
Okay.
course of action. Yeah.
Um, but so something that Solcana does offer, so
Hmm.
they have their regular like group fitness classes. Then they have their affinity classes, but they also have what's called Empower, which is like a 6 week, um, you're brand new to fitness course.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's a little more reasonably priced for, I mean,
Hmm.
at least, for the whole 6 weeks of it all, sort of thing. Um, and they teach you just like the very basics of fitness, how everything works, how movements work, like all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she was, because I was talking to Caitlin about it over text, and she was saying, um, yeah, you can definitely, because I said I would like to learn how to gym and then
Yeah.
transfer those skills, which I, was honest, but also felt crappy about that. I was like, I basically want to learn from you guys and then leave.
Right. Yeah.
But because it's just, location,
Yeah.
childcare, and price, not the right fit
A
for
bunch
now.
of a bunch of totally valid factors for
Right.
that
And I
decision to be made.
and I
Right.
told her,
Yeah.
I said, once my kid is in grade school, things might change, but
Yeah.
as a stay-at-home mom, I have to have childcare. The trainer or the coach was just like, "Oh, well, how old is your kid?" And I said, "Not even 4." And she was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well
"It's
then.
because she was just like, yeah, because some people like let their kids hang out in the lobby." And I was just like, "We are
Yeah.
not hanging in the
We're not
lobby."
there. Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
um, but yeah, so I'm considering doing this class
Hmm.
because I just like I was talking to the trainer, I was just like, I just want to be a rack girl. I just want to be on the racks.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
All right, girl.
rack city bitch.
Rack City bitch. God,
I want
remember
to be
that
in
song?
Rack City. Yes,
I
I
want
love
to be
that
Rack City.
song.
God.
Um, so I think I might take that. It's 2 days a week for 6 weeks, and then I don't know if you can like pause your Y membership, but I probably won't because I'll probably still go to like my body pump class on Fridays.
Yeah.
So then it's like a consistent 3 days a week. Um,
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
And for the record, yes, you can usually pause your month-to-month membership at the YMCA.
Oh, good to know. Okay.
Yeah, you can put it on
I
pause
really
or
do like my body
hold.
pump class. And then
Yeah.
I invited my friend. I was just like, am I a hashtag influencer? Talking to my homegirl, another like stay-at-home mom friend. And she also was on a GLP-1, a different one.
Oh, sure.
And she was saying like that she wants to try fitness but has no idea how to fitness. And I was just like, oh girl, I joined the Y. Do you want to like buddy pass and come to a class with me? And she was very,
Hmm.
very scared. And she did it, and I'm so proud of her.
Yay.
Um and she hated it while it was happening, and she hated the recovery. And then she texted me and she was like, I want to join.
Yay. Nice. Damn, we should be
So
paying you. Yeah, damn.
yeah, man. And I mean, like I worked out yesterday. I am pretty sore.
Dude,
Um,
same.
yeah, and like the inside of my forearms,
Oh, yeah.
very ouchy. I assume from the deadlifting.
That makes
Um,
sense. Yep. Yep.
and yeah, so but what I want to learn from Solcana
Yeah.
how to gym out in the fitness center.
In the wild. Yeah.
Yes, so I don't have to rely on just classes. Though I do like the classes, it would be nice
Right.
to, just kind of go in there and, they also have a rowing class. I
Oh,
love
really?
rowing. Come on, man.
I love rowing.
Solcana, why you gotta be so cool?
So cool now.
But yeah, so I think we're just, I don't know. I'll see if I can swing the Empower, go from there.
Yeah.
See if I can be a hashtag rat girl.
More empower to you, dude. And I hope you can make it happen.
I know, me too.
Sounds
So,
very
and
rad.
I don't know. I'm just like excited about fitness,
Yay!
which is wild. Like
That's
yesterday, like
pretty
I was,
cool.
I'm looking at classes, I'm screenshotting it, sending it to my friends, and I was like, "You want to go to this one? You want to try this one?"
Let's go.
But I think we all have the want to go out on the wild.
Yeah.
But
On the
damn,
savannah.
I wish I could be bro free.
Bro free.
Yes.
Sorry, man. Bro presence.
Especially at the end over why. It's just bros on bros on bros.
Bro presence is the cost of admission, I'm afraid,
Yuckos.
to the fitness center.
Yeah.
They're mostly cool, man.
What?
They're mostly cool, man.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
No. They all look like such fucking tools.
Ah, I guess maybe there are tools. All right, so there's that.
Well, I guess I should say specifically these young ones, like
Oh, young guys
very early
suck for
20s.
sure. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean they're well. I don't know. I don't know. I have found, I think, a surprising amount of understanding and kindness coming out of like the like college age kids who
Mm,
are just like existing out in the world right now. It seems like they're pretty like
okay.
plugged in, connect with empathy as a concept, which is pretty radical.
That is.
Yeah, which is cool. Oh, I don't know if I
Okay.
told you, I'm doing personal training now as well. I have a personal trainer now
Oh,
for myself. Yeah, we do that sometimes.
that's crazy.
Bet you didn't know that. Yeah,
I
my
mean, I
my
wish I could pay to I could pay to get my dog groomed, but I'm too cheap.
right. Well, but like I saw, like obviously I do a lot of my own programming and I write my own stuff for myself and all my clients. But it's just like I was so kind of like bored of my own thing,
Mm.
and like I just I've been taking a little bit of a break from jujitsu, so I don't have like a place to go to like make it happen. So like I don't have to think about it and like push myself a little bit harder. So I reached out to Damien, my old manager slash
Oh
mentor from
yeah.
the Y. Yeah, awesome dude. Reached out to him a couple weeks ago. We sat down and literally had a beer and caught up and talked about like kind of what I want to do. And I had my first session with him last Wednesday. I'll be seeing him again this Friday. Had a challenge personal training in Robbinsdale. Very excited. It's
Yes.
it's been really cool. I'm like learning, like relearning stuff that I basically forgot from like
Hmm.
10 plus years ago when I first started this stuff, and I'm already using it again with my clients. So
Oh yeah.
this,
Cool.
yeah, the stuff that Damien, who's been voted best personal trainer in the Twin Cities like 6 years, 8 years, many years in
Dang.
a row. Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna take what I'm relearning from him and just apply it to my people as
Yeah.
well. So
Right.
everyone else gets the benefits, which is
Yeah. I
really
definitely
nice.
asked if Hannah was there last night. I didn't expect her. Apparently, yesterday was her birthday. I think.
Yeah, that's what I saw
Um.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But like, I don't know. Just because the way I am, I was just like, "Is Hannah here?" And they're like, "Oh no, not today." And I was like, "Oh." So the reason I ask is because my brother's a.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
then yeah, like
Are they fans of the show? Do they listen to our fitness podcast?
I don't.
Oh no, what a shame. What an absolute unsurprise.
Yeah, that's actually the reason why I'm not gonna attend.
They're not fans.
Yep,
Fans only, man. Fans
fans
only.
only fans.
That's what I said.
Yep.
Should make a website for that.
So speaking of going out in
Hmm.
the wild and being too scared to, I had what I thought was a fantastic idea.
Yes. You texted this to me, and I said, bring this up to me again some other time because I want to think about it more when I'm not high.
And I said, I have this idea because I'm high.
And that idea, Rachel, was?
Essentially, like having you in our ear, someone's ear, I'm going to say our ear,
Sure.
um, while we are working out and you essentially coaching us during that 30 minutes. Um, Included in that time would be like walking to and from a machine or an area or something. So it's
Mm.
not like, you have to sit there and pause it or whatever.
Mm.
But I just thought it would be, the most basic 30-minute workout with a quick warm up and a quick cool down included. I also
Mm.
said maybe some music so it's not just you like heavy breathing and talking
Yeah.
for that amount of
I
time.
can I can get some royalty free jams to put on a track for
Right, right,
sure.
right. And then like over the, jams be like, okay, make sure your strain is straight, which means your spine is straight.
I'm glad you're here. to
Um,
translate for us. That good.
yeah. Like be sure to breathe, just like comments that personal
A
trainers
trainer would
make
say, yeah, for sure.
that are important. And so I talked about it with many friends,
Yeah,
and all of them were like, "Holy shit, that's such a good idea."
yeah.
And because a lot of them have said, I've tried to look up something like that, and they're either on equipment that my gym doesn't have. And so that's what I also said. Make sure
Mm,
everything that you're doing is in like the world's most basic gym.
right.
Um, I don't have, liggity blap black. Uh,
Those are rare. I
those
get
are
it.
very rare. Um, full body, 30
Yeah,
minutes. Here's some
yeah.
jams. Here's some coaching. I did say that you should probably do a video first,
Right,
just to be like, this is what it looks like. Make sure you're doing this form kind of thing. But then be
right.
like, okay, now you've watched the video. Now I'm going to be in your ear coaching you through this. Um, and then I don't know, like if you would actually want to like do it on the machines or something. I don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But I just thought, nobody would know. Nobody knows what you're listening
Who's
to.
gonna know?
Who's gonna know?
How would they know? So,
Um,
okay. So you brought this idea to me. I reviewed it when I was not high, and I still determined this is a good idea.
oh, thank
Uh,
you.
I brought it to Mo, and she also thought it was very interesting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So it was actually
Mo
really interesting.
approval is
Pretty
a
clutch.
big deal.
I crave it every day.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly. I crave it every day, and I'm not married to her.
I'm not even in the house. It's pretty wonderful when it happens. Let me tell you.
Yeah, for real. Hard to come by.
So it's interesting that you bring that that idea specifically up in like the way that format works, because I've actually done that myself for my own workouts before.
Oh.
Way back in like 2013, maybe. Back when I still had an iPod Touch.
Oh.
Was it an iPod Touch? Yeah.
A nano.
And then it was one of the ones that had like the screen, but it wasn't a phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did it have the little rotator dial-y
It didn't
thingy?
have the rotator ring. No, it was like a touch screen. It was like an iPhone that didn't do phone things. So
Okay.
whatever those are, an iPod.
iTouch? Me
Sure.
touch. You
Whoa.
touch?
Let's not.
Okay.
This is sibling cast.
Yeah, for
All
sure,
right.
for sure.
Anyways, back when I had that, there was an app I had found that was like a kettlebell workout app that just did that. And
Oh,
there
so
was
Kenna has this kettlebell class.
does it?
Yes.
Didn't even call me.
You
Wow,
should
Hannah.
teach it.
Wow, Hannah. I hope it's really cool and your people enjoy it a lot because kettlebells are good and they deserve it. Darn it! Anyways.
I was like, oh, you do? Because my brother, who's a personal trainer.
They're like, no, he's definitely too white and straight to work here.
Whatever.
I am is the thing, and that's just fine. If I wanted to break into like I don't need to like step in on their stuff because their whole deal is that they're catering to people who don't fit like my demographic specifically, which is good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I still think you would offer a lot to Solcana.
I think so too, but that's your business, not
Hannah?
mine.
Okay.
Not a fan of the show. Again, we'll reiterate this fact. Maybe next time you go back for your class, you can tell them to listen to this episode.
All right, great.
Any Husin, there was a coach, Coach Cal, who had a program minimum follow along audio workout. That was just that, and it would be like we're
Damn
gonna
it.
do.
I thought I was a pioneer.
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing: is that like I did that for like several months, and I got really good at kettlebells, and I liked it a lot. And then I got so good at it, I didn't need it anymore, so I stopped using it, and then I just forgot about it for like 15 years or whatever, 11 years, however long it's been. But I think bringing it back to that is a really good idea, and I think what I would do is something like that, like putting together here's a workout with your pair of 10-pound dumbbells. Here's a workout you can do with your single kettlebell. Here's a workout you can do with just your body weight, right? And then different levels and all this stuff. timed rounds, do reps for a minute, do reps for 30 seconds, do 5 reps and whatever. I do love the idea of having a video component to it.
Mm-hmm.
My YouTube channel has a lot of movement demonstrations, exercise demos in there. So I'd probably just link those in the description of the podcast episode. I do think that this is something that if it took off and it's something people wanted more of, I would probably make a whole separate channel for it of
Mm.
podcast or of YouTube. Um, Again, like I said, I encountered this format in an app. I think an app would be a really cool idea to do this, but I don't know how to make apps.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure someone out there does. Get at me. I'm sure there's at least one app nerd who listens to this. Please talk to me. We'll make this app and get some fitness
Talk to me.
Please talk to me.
Me always.
Me. Please talk to me always. I crave your never mind. Brain fart.
Cool.
It's been a really long day, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I do want to do it. I think I'm very interested in it. It would just take a little bit of time to figure out when and how exactly to do this, because it's the kind of thing where I would probably put out kind of a junk episode or two, even if it's not good, just so proof of concept, and then hone it down from there. And that's when I would probably make a separate channel or separate YouTube videos, things, whatever for it, if it took off, if people like that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So if you are listening to this and that sounds like something you would want to do, this would be free, by the way. If this is something when we start, it would be free. If this is something that you find interesting, let me know. What would you want out of it? What would you find helpful? If you've done something like this before, I know a lot of people do follow along videos for workouts, and I see them doing that in the gym sometimes too, is doing the videos. But yeah, I do think what you were saying, having it in your ear is just a little bit less, I don't know, invasive might be the right word. It feels less awkward.
Yeah. I just I don't want to walk around with my phone and feel it
have it out in front of you, you're
yeah.
But I mean, and then there's the thing too of well, how do I know if I'm doing the movement right? And it's well, there's a little videos, but also at a certain point you kind of just have to trust your body and be just have the guts to say, I'm doing this move whether it's right or not. Sometimes
that's what I was doing with deadlifting.
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to dive in, man. I was just thinking about this literally the other day, about the correlations between fitness and Dungeons and Dragons, and how some people are just so pain averse, they are averse to pain, that they'll think themselves out of so many activities. They'll think themselves out of, what of this movement, what of this thing, because in Dungeons and Dragons I was thinking about years ago I had this scene in a dungeon where the puzzle was, in order to open the locked door, you had to cut your hand basically and drip blood into this thing as part of a ritual, and you'd get 1 HP of damage, the least amount of damage you could possibly do. And the players were still trying to think themselves inside out how to get around that, because nobody wanted to take a single point of damage to move the entire dungeon along. And it's this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And it's if I pull a muscle or whatever, that doesn't matter. It hurts, sure. It's just pain.
Right.
It's just pain, guys. It sucks. I've pulled many muscles, I've been out of commish for a few days, but you can address it. You can stretch, you can do heat, you can learn from it, you can get better. If you're not breaking bones, you're probably going to be just fine. And if you're doing something where you do end up permanently damaging yourself, then you made other decisions that were bad leading up to that.
Fair.
Yeah, but you can do a burpee as fucking ugly as you want and still get something out of it, even if it hurts a little. I don't know.
Okay, so we in the body pump, we were doing the move where you plank and then lift.
Oh yes,
one side up,
Mm-hmm.
And I could barely plank, and I was just bro, the point is that I'm here, and then I'm at least in the position. So I would plank, and then I would just kind of raise like just my forearm up, and I said I look like fucking Sparky the Seal, like
Yep.
just arfing my way through this workout.
This has been the ARF Fitness Podcast.
Getting my seal on.
Get my seal. I mean, this has been the RF Fitness Podcast. Follow me on Instagram at rf.fitness.online. Go to rffitness.net to learn more about my individual and group training plans. Our theme music is Funk AF by Everett Ullman, distributed by YouTube Studios. Before we go, Rachel, can you again tell us the details on that sale?
Yes, it is at the North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center on March 7th and 8th. The 7th is from 2 to 8, and the Sunday is 10 to 6. Details are on their page if you would like to give donations. We also have a GoFundMe for my friend that you can definitely reach out to either Rob or I, and we can get you hooked up with that. Also, quick shout out to the Curious Crow Company, which they were the place that hosted my Crafting for a Cause, which happened before. So it has already passed, but we essentially gathered and made beaded whistle necklaces, so like whistle necklaces that are cute. And we're going to be selling those at the sale. Like essentially, if you just like donate any money, you can pick out a cute whistle necklace. Cool chin dance. And
it is. You're right.
And it's a very, very cool company in Lexington, Circle Pines, right off the freeway. They are what I call a new age Shinders.
Okay.
You remember Shinders?
Yes, I'm a nerd.
Yes.
Of course I remember Shinders, right. Yes.
So it's basically like your nerd supply store, but they also have a very small bar in the back, which I think is really cool. That they serve local only snacks, beer, wine, and NA drinks.
Very cool.
And then they have a giant event space that you can rent out, or they also just use it for like a bunch of different trivia nights and D&D play. And yeah, the owners are incredibly cool and have really stepped up to try to take care of the community. Really incredible people, super cool place. Go check it out. And it's right across the street, literally right across the parking lot from Poncho's, which is the delicious Mexican restaurant where the chef was kidnapped. But now he's back.
Yay!
So go back and support him.
Poncho's is live. Everyone go again and eat some food. Thanks for listening, guys. And as always,
keep questing.
Yikes. Yeah. Yeah.